morning, St. Martin. I'm Alistair Lawrence, and welcome to another edition of St. Martin News Desk, brought to you by TV15, where we bring you the latest and most important stories from around the island and beyond. It's the weekend. Let's dive in to our top headlines. The Court of Appeals was set to review building permits for two controversial Beacon Hill projects but postponed proceedings due to incomplete documentation from the Ministry of VROMI. The projects Villa Sasha and the Phoenician have sparked outcry among residents, citing violations of zoning laws restricting construction to single-family homes. Former VROMI Minister Egbert Duran issued a second permit for Villa Sasha after the first was revoked in 2022, sparking legal challenges. Construction has continued with apartments being pre-sold despite a cease and desist letter. Residents have criticized the lack of transparency as the second permit wasn't publicly disclosed. The Phoenician project, spearheaded by Topper Dabul, also faces opposition for obstructing views and creating parking and traffic concerns. A permit for this project was allegedly issued as part of the former minister's farewell policy, though VROMI's lack of preparation has delayed proceedings. The judge has ordered VROMI to provide justification for Villa Sasha's permits by February 17th, with hearings set for March. The Phoenician case has been postponed until May. The Tax Administration of St. Martin has begun issuing 2025 motor vehicle stickers. Distribution starts January 24th for M category plates, followed by P category plates on February 3rd, and all others on February 10th. The final deadline for payment and collection is February 28th. To obtain a sticker, residents must provide proof of payment, valid insurance, and an inspection card. Payments can be made online via bank transfer or in person at the receiver's office on Pond Island or the Public Service Center in Simpson Bay. Online payments can be made at services.stmartingov.org, while bank transfers require including the name and license plate number in the description. Businesses and families with over 3 vehicles can submit documents in a sealed envelope for scheduled pickups by February 17th. Seniors aged 62 and older will be assisted at window 6 of the receiver's office. For further inquiries, contact the office by phone or email at taxinfo@stmartingov.org. The St. Martin Police Force reminds the public of regulations for operating motorcycles and scooters. Riders must hold a valid Category A driver's license, be at least 18 years old, and ensure their vehicle has valid insurance, an inspection card, and paid road taxes. Friend-side vehicles must comply with St. Martin's road laws while on the Dutch side. Additionally, all riders and passengers must wear properly fitted safety helmets. Failure to comply will result in fines or vehicle confiscation. The police emphasize the importance of helmets in preventing serious injuries and will vigorously enforce these rules to ensure safer roads. All residents and visitors are urged to cooperate. A collision involving a motorcycle and an SUV occurred on January 20th around 4:45 p.m. on AT Illidge Road near Mount William Hill. The St. Martin Police Force (KPSM) responded promptly alongside ambulance personnel and the traffic department. The motorcyclist sustained facial and arm injuries and was treated on site before being transported to the St. Martin Medical Center for further care. Preliminary investigations revealed the SUV was turning left into a side road when it collided with the motorcycle traveling in the opposite direction. The traffic department is investigating to determine the cause of the accident. KPSM reminds all users to remain vigilant and exercise caution to prevent such incidents.
We exposed 5 strangers to different KFC menus to see if the flavor can enhance any moment. And at the first bite, the party began. We repeated the experiment during the day, during business hours, on weekends. With sunshine, with rain. It's confirmed any moment can be a KFC moment.
Finance Minister, the Honorable Marinka Gumbs, has called for a study to understand why Soul Beach Music Festival is no longer hosted in Aruba, as St. Martin prepares to bring the event back for its 30th anniversary. Speaking at the Council of Ministers press briefing, Gumbs stressed the importance of learning from Aruba's experience to determine the best way forward for St. Martin. The Soul Beach Music Festival, originally launched in St. Martin in 1995, was a major draw in Aruba for nearly 25 years. St. Martin will invest $700,000 to host the event, expected to generate up to $30 million in economic benefits during Memorial Day weekend. Gumbs also addressed concerns about government prioritizing funds for Soul Beach over other local events, including the St. Martin Heineken Regatta and Carnival. She noted that an MOU will soon be signed between the government and the St. Martin Carnival Development Foundation to clarify responsibilities and secure funding for Carnival, addressing sentiments that the cultural event has been overlooked. Originally planned as a joint Dutch-French effort, with a $1.4 million budget, French St. Martin withdrew from funding due to financial constraints, but remains in negotiations with event organizers. Finance Minister, the Honorable Marinka Gumbs, has called on the government of St. Martin to appoint civil servants who have been in acting roles for years, ending what she describes as ongoing abuse. Her comments came during Wednesday's press briefing, where she responded to accusations of nepotism after standing up for a civil servant who served in an acting position for over 7 years. Gumbs emphasized that civil servants performing their duties for extended periods deserve respect and permanent appointments, dismissing claims that they lack qualifications. She criticized the practice of bypassing long-serving acting officials in favor of external candidates. Regarding the tax department, Gumbs noted inefficiencies that hinder government operations. She highlighted the issue of a department head also holding a section head role, calling for reconstruction to better serve St. Martin's citizens. The minister criticized the department's 9-month tax payment plan, saying it's unrealistic given the diverse financial situations of residents. Gumbs stated that many people are willing to pay their taxes but need flexible arrangements due to hardships caused by Hurricane Irma, COVID-19, and the Gebied crisis. Gumbs announced plans to hold a meeting with department heads to discuss challenges, outline goals, and align strategies for moving the country forward. She stressed the need for compassion and understanding in government policies, particularly in light of residents' struggles over recent years. Justice Minister, the Honorable Natalie Tacklin, has raised concerns about the recent increase in individuals expressing suicidal thoughts in St. Martin. Speaking on Wednesday, she emphasized the limited mental health resources available and called for collective action to address this critical issue. Tacklin urged families and friends to check in on loved ones, highlighting that a simple conversation or gesture of care can make a significant difference to those struggling. She also encouraged individuals facing mental health challenges to seek help through available local resources. The minister's plea comes amid growing recognition of mental health as a pressing societal issue, with Tacklin stressing the need for everyone to step up and support those in need. The Inspectorate of Economic and Transport Affairs, IETA, known as ITA, has mandated all passenger transport permit holders to register their operations with the Transport Control Unit by Tuesday, February 25th, 2025. This process is essential to receive a confirmation letter verifying compliance with regulations. The updated procedure, now stricter due to rising fraudulent activities, requires operators to submit specific documentation, including permits, valid insurance, inspection cards, and identification. Operators managing fleets with T, G, or R plates must also provide a detailed vehicle spreadsheet and supporting documents. Online registration began January 16th via a secure QR and web link. Non-compliance could lead to penalties, including permit suspension or revocation. Minister of TEYA, the Honorable Grisha Heilige Martin, emphasized that this directive is non-negotiable and aims to enhance integrity and fairness within the sector. For further details, contact teyat.trans@stmartingov.org. Attention drivers and scooter riders. The St. Martin Police Force is conducting traffic controls across the island during this busy season. Officers are checking vehicles, issuing fines for violations, and impounding scooters without proper documentation. Here's how you can help keep our streets safe. Ensure your vehicle and scooter documentation is up to date. Obey all traffic regulations and drive responsibly. Cooperate with officers to maintain a secure environment for everyone. Let's work together to keep our roads safe for all. Stay alert, follow the rules, and protect yourself and others. Your safety is our priority.
That 75 millimeters of rain or 3 inches of rain or more in some spots, especially closer to the water, northern Honduras, eastern sections of Belize, and just keeping an eye on near the waters of Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and Panama. Mexico City, we're not going to see a lot, but then we'll see this moisture again feeding up toward the north, toward Texas, toward Louisiana, which will play in to the next storm system. So rain chance for us in Jamaica, only 20 to 30%, just about a 10 to 20% chance in the Cayman Islands. Isolated shower, Trinidad and Tobago, more of it is just off toward the south. So for us, we're going to see a 30% chance, but in Barbados, we could get a couple passing showers. 40 to 50% chance. I'll be watching your comments the next couple of days in St. Lucia, about a 40% chance. 20% chance today in Grenada, but we're going to have about a 40% chance for tomorrow. 30 to 40% chance the next 3 days, St. Vincent the Grenadines, and about a 50% chance today in Martinique and a 40% chance tomorrow. A few showers nearby in Dominica today, rain chance 30% tomorrow. 40% chance today in Guadeloupe, 30% chance tomorrow and Saturday. And we do that again in Antigua, Barbuda, even down to a 20% chance by Saturday. But we could see an isolated shower today, a few around St. Kitts and Nevis. We're looking at about a 40% chance over toward Montserrat, Anguilla and St. Bart's, 20 to 30%. So again, not very high. St. Martin, Sabin, Statia, 30% chance the next couple of days, 20 to 30% leading into the weekend for us in Puerto Rico. U.S. British Virgin Islands, tomorrow, Saturday, rain chance on the low side, and staying on the low side in the Bahamas. We have the colder nights next week. Things will be warming up. Turks and Caicos mainly dry. A few isolated showers, though, possible in the Dominican Republic. 40% chance tomorrow, and it does bump up a little bit in Haiti. Not a lot, but by Saturday, a 30% chance. We swing back toward Belize. This is where the rain chance is higher. A good 60% chance building the next
How are you? But Mom, you finished all your minutes yet?
No, girl.
Talem has new postpaid plans and automatically upgraded my postpaid package.
Is that so?
Guess what?
I am getting more minutes and almost double the amount of data for the same price.
I guess I'm making a switch now.
Let me call you back, Mom.
Hey Tash, you hear about Talem new postpaid plans?
The Care Safe project, led by medical experts from the St. Martin Medical Center, SMMC, and other Dutch Caribbean institutions, has unveiled its first comprehensive data on viral respiratory infections across Curaçao, Aruba, Bonaire, St. Martin, Saba, and St. Eustatius. The findings were presented at a stakeholder meeting in Curaçao in 2024. Funded by the Zone M-Ways Pandemic Preparedness Initiative, the project highlights key differences in respiratory syncytial virus, known as RSV, seasonality between the Caribbean and the Netherlands. While RSV cases in the Netherlands peak in October, cases in the Caribbean begin as early as June. These findings offer critical insights for aligning seasonal vaccinations with local transmission patterns. The collaborative team includes medical professionals from SMMC, Lab HOH from Aruba, Foundation Maria Dal in Bonaire, and multiple laboratories across the CAS and BES islands. The project emphasizes regional cooperation to improve public health outcomes and aims to ensure high-quality healthcare for Caribbean residents. For the first time, all 4 countries in the Kingdom of the Netherlands have ombudsmen who convened in Aruba for their annual meeting. This historic gathering included Aruba's first ombudsman, Jerime Bryson, appointed in October 2024, alongside the ombudsman of Curaçao, St. Martin, and the national ombudsman of the Netherlands. Key agenda items included migration, children's rights, and the establishment of children's ombudsman services, which remain a shared priority. Currently, St. Martin is the only Kingdom country without a dedicated children's ombudsman. The group also discussed access to clean water, a critical issue for small island nations. Aruba's ombudsman legislation, considered the most advanced in the kingdom, allows oversight of private entities performing public duties under the Venice principles. The meeting also featured a public session at the University of Aruba and discussions with Aruba's governor, Alfonso Bucaut, and Deputy Prime Minister Xiomara Maduro. The entrance to the parking lot at Jose Lake Cooper Ballfield on L.B. Scott Road has been chained off to curb illegal dumping, which has become a growing issue. The area has increasingly been used as an unofficial dumping ground for large items like furniture, appliances, and garden waste. The problem intensified just before Christmas following VROMI's decision to close the Pawn Island landfill on Sundays, leaving residents struggling to dispose of oversized waste during their year-end cleanups. Discarded items such as sofas, mattresses, and garden waste were found in the lot, despite the efforts of security personnel. To address the issue, the parking lot entrance is now chained off with poles and a chain, restricting access to unauthorized vehicles. The entrance will remain open in the mornings for school convoys bringing children for sports, but access will be closed for the rest of the day and night to prevent further illegal dumping. At Cultuurfonds Caribisch Gebied, CCG, successfully launched its 2025 initiatives with an engaging kickoff meeting in Curaçao, bringing together board members from the 6 Dutch Caribbean islands. The annual meeting focused on fostering collaboration and addressing shared cultural and historical priorities across Aruba, Bonaire, Curaçao, St. Martin, St. Eustatius, and Saba. Discussions revolved around preserving culture, history, and monuments while tackling challenges like grant applications, cultural promotion, and capacity building. CCG's President Lionel Yanga and Vice President Rafi Koch highlighted the importance of these meetings in ensuring that each island's voice is heard. The meeting also featured brainstorming sessions to develop practical strategies for supporting cultural stakeholders and promoting regional heritage. The organization remains dedicated to strengthening the Dutch Caribbean's cultural identity and fostering growth for future generations through collaboration and innovation. That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Martin News Desk. Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. on TV 15 across our social media platforms and all Alexa devices globally. I'm Alsa Lawrence. I'm wishing you a wonderful weekend. Stay friendly, St. Martin.